Wanted to talk quick on line castability, some of the things you can do to your reel, your rod, some ideas so that you can get the best length out of a cast. One, of course, it comes down to a reel. You want to have your reel properly, let's say, adjusted so that the spool can free spool. And how I do that normally, I take the bait that I'm fishing. This just happens to be a 1/2 ounce jig. Push the button, and I want that just to fall nice and slow. That's a good way just to test it. Start there, and you can see it's just falling nice and slow. That's a good way to start. If you want to get a little more distance, you can loosen that up a little bit as you get better casting these. I'm sure at this point you've casted a bait caster many times, so that's one way just to test it. The line you use also makes a big difference. Whether you use a fluorocarbon, a mono, a braid, in terms of what you're going to be pitching and casting. For me, a lot of your monos and fluorocarbons cast these lighter baits a lot easier with a bait caster. With a spinning reel, I've done well with both braid and monofilament or fluorocarbon for castability. Keep the line in mind when you make that choice. The other thing that I like to talk about is length of rod. For me, if I want to get a really nice long cast out of it, with a bait casting setup, even a spinning setup, I go with a longer rod. If I'm going to be just pitching at targets and really pinpointing things, I might use a shorter rod for more accuracy around docks and cover. If you're flipping into heavy milfoil and things like that, a longer, heavier rod can be good because you need that hook setting power to get the fish out. There's also various types of line conditioners. Vicious makes a line conditioner spray that you can spray on your reels. So what you want to do with that is spray your reel before you make a cast, then spray it again and reel it up. That'll help condition your line to help get most maximum castability. It also will lubricate some of your guide so that it hits that guide train and casts further as well. So those are just a few things I like to take into account when trying to get the most out of your cast. So you got the rod choice, the line, some small conditioning tips with some of the sprays and things you can do, and from there, go out there and try a number of things and make sure you match everything to the weight of the lure that you're fishing to get the most cast the next time you hit the water.